Hi, I'm John Reekin, owner of the Transcon 4, an HO scale layout in Homer, Georgia. This is the first of 6 videos I've made for operating West Pullman Tower, WP Tower if you will, or as we call it during an operating session, simply WP. WP is responsible for roughly 70 feet of single main line stretching from Hobart, Indiana up into Chicago all the way to Clearing Yard. You can see why we need a dedicated person to manage this track now. 3 big challenges for WP. The first being inbounding trains and setting the route for those trains. Depends whether they're a mail train, passenger train, freight train bound for Clearing Yard, freight train bound for Cicero, or a freight train bound for 59th Street Yard. They all have separate routes that one must set. The second challenge is Hobart, Indiana, which is kind of a special place. A lot goes on in Hobart. You've got a staging yard where trains will be coming from and then to. You've also got a stamping plant down in Hobart. There'll be a local down there working that job most of the op session, and it'll have one of the main lines down there blocked. Finally, as I alluded to just a few moments ago, it's keeping the 70 feet of main line fluid from Hobart up into Chicago. You'll also be asked to line switches at the Chicago Union Station Y, and that request will come from the crew at 12th Street Coach Yard. You may also be asked to dispatch the entire East End, but it's no big deal because it's double track all the way past Hobart. If there is an independent dispatcher working the East End, you'll certainly have to keep up good communication with that person. He'll actually be sitting in this room in this chair with the dispatcher's board behind me. He'll need to know what you have coming out of Chicago, and you'll need to know what he has coming into Chicago. Now, to help you do all this, a resident genius in the Atlanta area has fixed up a Raspberry Pi with schematics and a touch screen to help you set the switches and the signals. It's very, very easy to operate, and we look at this operation in the last video of this series. WP tends to be very busy, but I have people scrambling that want to work that job. It's meant to have fun, and that's what I want you to have is fun. Listen to these next 5 videos and learn how to operate WP.